Welcome everyone to Fated Worlds: The Burning Wind. Um, so unfortunately we are not joined by Mark today. He has to practice for an exam. But it's, uh, yeah.
And we just don't want him here,
I wouldn't say that, but you may, because
Yeah.
you're an evil GM and the master of chaos.
Yeah, I think our GM just picked up the unrelenting
Yes,
savage.
yes. How is everybody?
Good. Excited.
Yeah, doing good. Doing good.
Cool. Yeah, I'm excited too, and I'm just now seeing that my green screen is all fucked up. So yay, yay!
Production.
So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over to you, Hasa, and fiddle with it.
Okay. Um. So let's see. Where were we last session? Uh. Oh yeah. Desi got a strange dream in which she saw a man with a cloak of silence and a mask of pain dancing with Rav, and there was a raven with a strange scream.
I'm sure that's fine.
And she figured out that this was something bad, and that the raven was somehow important.
So definitely nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, normal. All the time.
Levi got an admirer, or Levi. Levi got an admirer called Z, who asked Desi to wingman for her.
And I did, and it was great.
Levi met with a not-so-savory employee of Mathers.
Oh.
Who may or may not work for the competition, and they figured out that a random person called John, a 4th grader, was a male hooker. And this John was also the one that Z, Levi, and Desi went on a double date with. So
yes. This last episode was the dating sim. It's kind of awesome.
Yay!
Yay!
Oh, don't worry.
It was pretty great.
No dating sim this time.
Well, yeah. You don't know that. We may refuse to do anything else.
True.
So, who wants a date?
Well, let's
Well, everyone wants a date with you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Between Bachelorette up in here and them married. Goddamn.
So Lynn, you are walking across the university grounds. Where are you heading?
See, I think I've been working for most of the day. Or, I guess, what time is it?
Whatever time you want it to be.
Yeah, I think it's getting to be evening.
Okay.
It's growing darker in the day. Lynn has been slaving away in the workshop.
I see.
Yeah, where she's been out of action for these past few whiles. She's been busy with her work.
I see. Okay. So you're walking across the university grounds, and people seem to be paying an unusual amount of attention to your presence there. The girls are like giggling behind their hands and pointing at you, and guys are just plain staring. It's weird. Like, sure, you're hot. You get some attention usually, but
yeah,
not like this.
Yes, let's see. I think Lynn is just so tired from like a full day of like inhaling strange concoctions, and the like that she is just she's just no tolerance for this shit. Like, if anything, she's gonna give them the death glare if she catches anyone like looking at her. Like they're just staring into the face of death itself, and then just gonna keep walking. Like, no, I'm not dealing with this right now. Like this is not this is not a good day. Not.
Okay. Well, when you glare at them, they immediately look away and are very interested in like the wall or something less threatening to their physical and mental health.
Damn right.
Okay. So for the next few days, like this continues. Whenever you walk somewhere, just giggles and like rumors, the conversations that stop when you enter the room.
Okay, let's see. I think eventually, when like if I find like someone that I kind of know, like someone that I've gotten to know over my time at the university, like if I find one of them talk like in this conversation, then I'm probably just gonna like there's like the point of no return, like where she just like snaps and she just walks up to this person and says, okay, I've had enough. What is this about?
I don't know. Do you want to talk to Yaren? Your cousin?
Yeah, is Yaren talking about me? Yeah, and then, yeah, sure. I'll talk to Yaren.
Okay. Hey Lynn. How you doing?
Not today, Yaren. I'm not in the mood. People have been talking about me like all week, like for a good one. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on.
He raises one eyebrow and he's like, "Wait, so you don't actually know?"
Man.
There's like
No.
a little bit of a cheeky smile, like on his face, and he says, "Well then, let me be the one to show you the surprise." And
Don't like surprises.
he beckons you along to a hallway in Mainz, and there is this beautiful painting on the wall that wasn't there before. It's quite a piece of art, and it depicts Lynn doing unspeakable things with a donkey.
Okay, yeah, I think she is just hit that point where she is just done with the world, and like she probably hit that point like yesterday, and this is just like. So I think she pulls out a knife, she just has a knife available and like retrieves it.
Whoa! I didn't do that. Don't go throwing knives at me too, okay?
Yeah, I note that, but I go like up to the painting and just start like cutting it down.
It's not painting; it's painted on the wall.
It's painted on the wall. Okay, then
Yeah.
I'm just like scrape it off.
Sure, you can try. I don't think a knife is going to be very good at scraping off a painting, though.
Yeah, right now, Lynn is more about the effort than like actually accomplishing it. Like she is just is gonna violate this painting like she is violating the donkey on the painting.
Okay. You violate the painting properly, and Yaren just can't stifle a laugh at your anger. But when you look, he's like, "Hold on, cousin. Okay, I'm not your enemy here.
Yeah.
I showed it to you, didn't I?"
I'm not angry at you, Sharon. Not yet. And she's he's just trying to demolish this thing. Yeah, I think after a while, her blade starts dull down, and she just worn it down. Like little flicks of cheap iron on the floor. And she just yeah, she just.
You have any idea who did this?
I have some ideas. But
What is noticeable about this painting, aside from the beautiful scenes it depicts, is that it's done by a skilled painter. This is not just some student drawing like a circle for a donkey head and like a
No.
yeah. This is actual art.
I think you have another ass to go scratch up.
Excuse me?
I'll find you later, Jaren. I have a score
Sure.
to settle. And I would like to go find Sarah.
You can find her. She's in the library.
Okay. Yeah. Is she like at the table or something? Is she
Yeah, she's
reading?
sitting there with friends, like
Not for long, she isn't.
studying.
Not for long, she isn't. Okay. Yeah, I think Lynn continuing in her, like, she has just had enough for one day. Stride is walking like Terminator across the floor, walking with a purpose, unlike anything. She just walks up and stands right next to Sarah, where she's like at the table. So it looks then she's like still gripping her blunt knife in one hand.
The people
like
around
in
the
their
table
pocket.
just have one look at you and they just fall into a giggling fit.
Sarah,
Lynn,
I think we need to talk about something.
do we now?
I'd-
What is it that you'd like to discuss?
I'd like to discuss some art with you.
I didn't know you had artistic talents.
Well, I have some skills. Skills that I'm hoping to put to use someday.
She raises an eyebrow. Is that a threat?
Is it? Is it, Sarah? Is this a
I don't know.
situation that would involve threatening? I think so. And then I try
One
to
of the scribes comes to you and is like, shh.
Shh! We're having a talk here.
The scribe hurries away.
And then I try to grab her by the arm. We need to have a private conversation, Sarah. Right now.
Let go.
I don't like you either, but sometimes you have to do things to people you don't like. Sometimes you can like doing those things to people that you don't like. That's good.
I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, yes, you are.
Her friends stand up and are like, let her go.
I just want to have a talk. Over here.
You can have a talk right here.
Let's see. I think she's not going to stop of her own volition. Like she, right now, Lynn is in like force of nature mode.
At that moment, the master of the library, Master Bunya, comes in with the scribe that you scared off. Is there a problem here?
I'm just having a chat with my friend, Master Bunya.
He looks the situation up and down and sees you gripping her arm. I see. Well, unfortunately, it's not permitted to make noise inside the library. And she doesn't seem to want to talk to you very much. Why don't you two come to my room and we'll discuss it over there?
That would be lovely. Let go of her arm.
Okay. So the two of you follow Master Bundia to his room. You see like a room with a giant desk, like shelf full of like rare books. And Master Bundia sits you two down on a chair opposite of him on the other side of the desk, and he sits down and he says, "Now, what is going on that has got you shouting in my library?"
Have you had a chance to visit the mains in the past few days, Master Bunya?
Mains. Sure. By the way, Mainz is quite a big building. Like it's very possible to get into Mainz and never get into certain parts.
Yeah, understandable.
So yeah, sure. I've been there for some classes.
Then you might have stumbled upon a certain painting, a certain very interesting piece of artwork that very insulting to my person.
I can't remember that I have. What kind of painting is it?
There's a deformation on one of the walls. As far as I can tell, simple dye.
And what about it is so insulting?
Depicted me engaging in a terrible act that I would never do to myself or to that poor animal.
He can't stifle a smile when you say "or that poor animal." I see, and can I assume that you are accusing Miss Sarah here of being the author of said work?
I know none other who would have reason to hate me so much.
Why would she hate you?
Let us simply say whether we have a very checkered past from back in Tinway.
I see. Well, what do you have to say for this, Sarah? Would anybody care to play Sarah?
Oh.
Okay.
I don't feel like I know Sarah well enough to play her
That's
here.
fine. You don't have to. I just it's so weird talking to myself.
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel like I necessarily have a handle on her, but I'd be willing to try if it would help.
It's fine. I can do it as well. It's not a problem. So Sarah, like denies. Like, of course not. I wouldn't draw something like that. Have you ever known me to do something like that to any other student, Master Bundia?
With all due respect, Master Bunyan, Sarah is not that good of an artist. I suspect that she had someone else do this for her.
You do know that Sarah has been into painting.
Yeah, but she wasn't this good. Like when I knew her, like, she might have gotten better since then. But...
So Sarah, have you got somebody to paint this for you? She like shakes her head. No sir, I wouldn't do anything like that to Lynn. Like, we grew up together. I mean, we don't always get along very well, but
that is definitely one way to put it.
But I wouldn't do something like that to her. I mean, can you imagine like the effort it must have taken to paint something like that? One would have to get up like multiple nights in a row to finish a work like that without being seen. Certainly, I have better things to do.
Or so you would like to think, I'm sure.
Well, Master Bundia says, it seems that we have a problem.
We do indeed.
Would you officially like to challenge her in front of the masters?
I don't think it needs to come to that. However, you'd like an apology.
And maybe a little knife fight.
She says she didn't do it.
But I would like a little knife fight, but I don't think that's part of the official university sanctioned guidelines for conflict resolution.
So let's see if you can convince Master Bundia that you are right and Sarah is wrong.
Yeah. Maybe, in other words, maybe it's time for Lynn to start opening persuasion.
Oh boy. This isn't gonna go well.
And I will do the same for Sarah. So technically you would be rolling against Sarah.
Okay. That's a bit better. So persuasion is just will, right? not
Yeah, it's
misremembering.
based on will. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, no modifiers, no Artha, and I'll just put up 1 for this. And that'll be modified by whatever she rolls.
Sure. I will. Oh no, you don't have to do up 1. I can just roll for her first, and then you can see
Okay.
what up.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let's see. She doesn't have. I guess she doesn't put in a. Might put in. Wow. Well, there's that.
Okay, so I just need one success to do this. Well, there we go. I think Lynn makes a very compelling case.
Amazing.
Wow.
I guess she does.
Yeah, sometimes she just do really well.
I did not see that coming, but she definitely did.
Well
Yeah.
played.
That is a very nice way to do a beginner's luck test for persuasion.
Yeah, I'm very good at rolling against everyone.
Yeah, I mean, you just blow her out of the water. Like, she's all stuttering and red-faced, and Master Bundia doesn't believe her. So, like, something to keep in mind, by the way, if you look at the handouts that I gave you guys, there's a list of player responsibilities in there. One thing you're allowed to do as a player before you roll is you can decide if you're working carefully or not, which means that if you're working carefully, you're less likely to screw up bad, basically. You can also do this after you roll, however. And after you roll, you can choose to allocate extra successes to working patiently or working quickly. So in this case, you have 5 successes over her.
Yes.
So you can allocate that to either the quality of your work by working patiently and really convincing this guy to make this bad for her. Or you can just reduce the time that it takes by, in this case, I think half, because it's 10% per success.
Yeah.
And
really,
just convince him very fast.
Yeah, I really like the idea of just putting all of them into quickly and just saying, look, she done goofed.
Okay.
Just shut her down. 1 sentence. That's all it is.
Okay, so I can tell you the difference. The difference will be you don't waste much time on it, but if you allocate them to working patiently, then she'll have to write you a written apology that the whole school can see, and else she'll just have to apologize to you right
I
now.
do like that.
So
of course you do.
Yes.
You might wanna take that into consideration.
Yeah, I think I'll do patiently then. I'll just
Okay.
take that approach. Like, I put an essay on this.
Master Bundia frowns and says, Sarah, I expected better from you. Certainly, a girl like you should know better than to go slandering. You will be expected to clean up this wall and remove the paint, and I want you to make a written apology to Lynn that will be published in the university newspaper. And
yeah, I think there might be a moment where his back is to us because he's looking at he's pulling out some paper.
Yeah, he's probably pulling out some paper.
Yeah, so I just turn to Sarah quickly and just pull my tongue out.
And Sarah's like, but sir, like you can't do this. This is unfair. You have no proof. And he just looks at her stern and he says, "You don't want any trouble with the masters, do you?" And she's like, "Okay, I'll do it." But like she gives you the dirtiest look you can imagine.
Oh, I've gotten a few dirty looks from her in the past. Not always in this context.
There's different type of dirty looks.
All kinds of dirty looks.
So
Oh my god, Brad, your cat's so cute. Oh my god.
Is.
He's kind of hanging out.
That is very cute.
So yeah, I'm thinking that in addition to the wheel and the wind that's on fire, there's a bridge that's definitely on fire.
Yeah, lots of them.
Maybe.
I think we're just gonna keep burning that bridge when we get to it.
So, I imagine that this will have given you a little reputation within the university. Not enough to increase your rep right now, because we can only do that after like a story arc is finished. But enough to give you an advantage die sometime in the future. So write down somewhere that you have an advantage die when it comes to this reputation, and something where it makes sense to have it. Because not only like did you become part of the public eye with this painting, but you actually came out on top because she had to like remove it and write you a letter. So
yeah, I can't want to make it something like backed by the school or something like that. Like the school has my back in some cases.
How about something along the lines of favorably seen as a scandalous rebel? Something along those lines?
Favorably seen as a scandalous rebel.
Who doesn't love a rebel?
Good.
The authority.
Everybody loves a rebel, Harry.
Rebellions are built on hope.
So something along those lines. You can decide the exact form, but not just like they don't just have your back in every possible thing that you can imagine, but you're specifically in their view as this rebel that's just like, you get to pull a knife on campus and get away with it, and get like a written letter of apology on top.
Yeah, part of me just wants to make it "Don't fuck with me."
One day. Definitely, you can do that. That makes sense.
Make it "Don't mess with me" to make it slightly more acceptable.
Sure.
Not to be messed with.
Yeah, indeed, not to be messed with. Lincoln is a small guy.
Yeah, so when you walk back, instead of snickering behind your back, like people are giving you high fives or just like cowering under your look, like one of those, they're either congratulating you or staying as far away from you as they can.
Yeah, I think Lynn is working her way to becoming the Regina George of the universe too.
Maybe. With knives, I mean.
Yeah.
That's a scary thought. Regina George with knives.
Indeed.
Where is my session notes?
Yeah. Speaking of things that might sum up our characters, do you want to do beliefs and instincts? Now that we're starting properly.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Maybe we're reviewing.
I definitely should have changed one of my beliefs last session, but I didn't. Okay, I'm definitely changing one of mine now because it has to do with Mark, and he's not here, so I'm going to put this on the back burner.
So Lynn, tell us, what are your beliefs and your instincts? And any noticeable traits?
Yeah, rewriting one right now, written a belief about what just happened.
Okay.
But,
of course.
I can do my other ones. Say that Katarina is my everything, my heart and my soul. I'll do whatever I can to keep her safe. And Mathis is a skilled alchemist, but I worry about his ultimate purpose. I'll make sure that whatever he's doing doesn't get me into trouble. Because Linda doesn't like getting into trouble, very obviously. And
I can tell that by her behavior. She's so
clearly avoiding it at all costs.
Yeah, it's non-confrontational. Yeah, and my instincts are, if someone's trying to start trouble with my friends, I go after them like there's no tomorrow. I think I might just include myself in that statement.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, and instinct 2, my potions are the strongest there is. When I have some time to spare, work on my alchemy. And this house is proving far too expensive for my liking. If I see an opportunity to make money quick, I take it. And I guess some of the more notable traits are temperamental and piercing gaze.
Yeah. Well, those were both seen just now.
And she's also really good at math.
All right. So
Lynn
my
hates
beliefs...
me, and
Yeah.
or not Lynn. Sarah
Sarah.
hates me, and that is painting. 1 + 1.
Yeah.
Logic.
Math. So Desi thinks the peasantry knows nothing of magic, and I'll help to open their eyes to the truths of the world, which I need to pursue so it can get me into trouble. Lynn and Katrina are good friends of mine, and I will help them any way that I can. Sorry, Katarina. And my studies are easy. I can concentrate on my personal projects without falling behind. I definitely believe that. Instincts. Never speak plainly. Always consult with the stars before beginning an endeavor and have my divining dice with me at all times. And never turn down sweets or chocolate. Notable traits are long fingers and a missing digit. And she's also misunderstood and has the touch of ages, which I've yet to actually get to really, really use, but it's cool.
You might get a chance to use it soon.
Okay, sweet.
How about you, mothers?
Okay. Back when you set up in a way. Okay, so I have the university's vast knowledge is being completely wasted. I will use it to gain influence in Imre's criminal underground with no one the wiser. And Desi and Lynn are exceptional sympathists. I will gently encourage them to explore their talents in a way that is profitable to me. And I'm working on a third one. Rav is that fellow who was trying to blackmail me, correct? Yes. He
Yes.
could destroy.
Raver.
He could destroy everything I've built. I will destroy him first. I think is. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Alright.
Which is in place of the one I had for Levi, which is Levi is a kindred soul. I will find out whether he can be trusted to join my business. And then instincts always blend in. When asked personal information, lie. And traits, I have rabble rouser from being a student, but I've been kind of going against that one. I'm a bit paranoid. I'm a bit mercenary, and I like to drink from time to time. And I have a couple of die traits, because I have that noble blood, so I have mark of privilege and your lordship. I do.
You know.
Yeah.
Lordship.
But I have never demanded
You're
anybody
not
call me your lordship.
noble.
Well,
Maybe you should start.
no, not in public.
Or is that...
Yeah.
There's been some very lonely nights in the workshop.
So, yeah, let's move on to Desi. Desi, you are
Yes.
walking across the university grounds when you hear a raving, screaming, and it is sitting on a building somewhere over the entrance. And it gives you a look and then just flies away.
I follow it.
It flies up high and appears from your view.
Can I follow in its general direction, or see if there's anything of note in the where it was when it called out?
Up to you. What do you want to do?
Well, first I'm going to look in the general direction where it was when it called out and see if I notice anything that direction. Otherwise, I'm going to try to follow the general vicinity in which it flew, if I can at all.
You want to see where it was? or
Yeah.
where it's going? Okay, where it was. Where it was is like a student building where students live,
Students like Rav, maybe?
possibly.
Hmm. And where is it
Do you
going?
know where Rav lives?
I don't think I do.
Okay, possibly then.
I feel like Mathers might know, but I would not. But what direction
Mathers
does it
definitely
go?
knows. Mathers has been there. Which direction it went? South.
Oh.
Down towards Tarbian, I guess.
Hmm. Okay. This is the Raven is important, and it was on this building, so I'm gonna go inside.
Okay. You enter a building with a lot of like a lot of student rooms. Some of the doors are open. You see people inside talking with their friends. What do you want to do? Do you want to go door by door?
Is there like a
Receptionist?
receptionist? Yeah.
I imagine there'd be.
Okay.
Yeah. This is an old lady. She's got a very stern look and these like glasses that are way down on her nose. What is it, young lady?
Oh, Rav.
Excuse me, what did you call me?
No, I'm trying to find another student. Thought he
I
lived
see.
here.
I see. And what is the name of the student?
Rav.
He opens like a big like ledger book and like goes through it. Rav.
I mean, Raphael.
Ah, Raphael. Yes. Third floor, second door on the left.
Alright, I'm gonna go knock on Rav's door.
When you
Come
get
and
to his
knock on
door,
my
it's open like a creak.
Alright,
And
now. Alright, go ahead and tell me before you said and.
nobody responds when you knock.
Okay, so what I want to do is scare my cat. That's good. That's a good start. I'm going to put my hand on the door and use Touch of Ages to remember what happened here recently.
I see.
Yes,
How does Touch of Ages work? Does it give you a
This
clear
trait
view?
allows you to read objects through her touch. A successful perception test will give the impression present in the object, a strong emotion, arcana, or even age. Ob 1 is the type or name of object. Ob 2, the age of the object. Ob 3, the length of time the object has been in its current location. Ob 4, which is what I'm looking for, recent events surrounding the object that left physical evidence. Or Ob 5, recent events that left no physical mark. And then past events that left their mark and past events that left no mark. I'm probably looking at Ob 4 or Ob 5 here to try to figure out what's going on. What happened.
We'll make it up
has
4,
happened
and you
here?
can allocate extra successes to quality, improving the amount of stuff you get.
Brilliant. So let's roll it.
So what you will get with this is what happened around this door. So you won't get like exactly what happened in the room, but you might see like why it is open.
Well, I mean, like, if someone angrily bursts through the door, I'm gonna see that.
Exactly.
That kind of stuff. And also, like, if Rav is slumped dead against the other side of the door, I might see that.
It can also be seen by opening the door.
Well, right, but I don't want to open the door if that's what I'm going to find. It will also give me an impression of who has come in and out of the door, so if whoever did this is still inside, I'm going to know that. A perception check, it's straight perception, so I can't fork anything because I'm just rolling an attribute, right?
Yes.
Okay. I don't have any persona, so I'm just going to roll 5 dice and hope for the best.
Okay.
And base op is 4.
Yes.
Sweet.
4 and a 4.
Nice.
There we go.
I'm gonna spend my fate and try for that last success to get 5.
Okay.
6. Bang. That did nope.
Oh,
I know I put a space.
yeah.
I messed up.
It's doomed to be a 1.
Never mind then. I guess so. Well, all right, that's fine. Fine. It's fine.
Yeah. So, but you definitely you get this vibe. It feels strange and otherworldly, and you see a pale woman like touch the door handle, and the door almost shudders when she touches it, and she leaves the room, and you immediately notice when you see her that there's something wrong with her eyes. Like they're small and black and round and wrong, just wrong.
Like a raven's eyes?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Definitely something bird-like about it.
Okay. Like I picture this as like just like a split second of like she puts her hand up against the door and can feel this impression, and then she pushes it open.
You see Rav lying like slumped against the chair on the ground, like sort of propped up, and he's like white as a linen cloth, and like his eyes are staring at the ceiling, but he's not seeing anything, and you're not even sure if he's breathing.
I'm gonna come check his pulse. Rav, are you alright?
Let's see how good you are at medical stuff. I mean, you can check his pulse. It will tell you that he has a very faint pulse. But if you want to know more, you can try.
I'm opening midwifery. Would this qualify?
Not really.
Okay.
Not really. You're not trying to have him give birth to your baby.
Maybe. I mean, some weird
Yeah,
psychic
he
demon
may
babies.
be more pregnant than you think.
He might.
Pregnant with demons? It's more likely than you think.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure. So, there's some kind of medical something.
Definitely. There are multiple medical skills.
Yeah.
I know there's field...
Maybe like apothecary?
Medic?
Is what you're looking for?
I have apothecary, but that's not gonna... no, I have alchemy, never mind. But that's still not gonna help. I need, like... anatomy,
Something.
maybe?
Hold on, let me just look at the life paths for humans and pick one out that is doctor-like. Here we go. This is other.
It looks like there's field dressing and surgery and, like, not really much in between.
I think field dressing would be closest.
Okay.
Like field dressing would be like if you're trying to fix a wound. It's like an obvious open wound on him.
But I mean, you're not really trying to perform surgery on him either.
Yeah. Trying to... I mean, is there diagnosis? Is that...
Would you like to try?
That sounds good. That sounds good.
Hold on here. Court doctor. Okay, he's got court doctor has apothecary, bloodletting, surgery, and anatomy.
Yeah, I think bloodletting would be like the period appropriate way of approaching medical issues, which is
not
yeah. The university that they like specified that it is known that bloodletting is a good way to let people die.
yeah.
Yes.
Indeed.
When do you bloodlet someone when you want them to die? I think that's one of the questions Quoth gets.
Yeah, that does sound
Yeah.
familiar now that you mention it.
Possibly anatomy?
Let's look at apothecary. Apothecary and anatomy seem the closest. So let's see what they say.
Yeah, I suppose the question is, how are you trying to fix him?
I'm not trying to fix him, I'm trying to more diagnose him.
Okay, so apothecary is about fixing illnesses, using herbs, roots, and minerals to cure and prevent common and chronic ailments.
For just diagnosis, I would almost say like perception. Almost.
That might just be perception.
Although, okay, so
Might be
anatomy is the study of the body's internal functions and structure. But it is a, yes.
Is that anatomy?
Yeah, that's anatomy.
So that,
Does it say what do the ups say?
Like dog anatomy, human anatomy.
Where's anatomy? I can't find it.
Under A.
250.
Yeah, I know.
and then OB 3 is the
here.
circulatory system, OB 4 is proper human dissection. Or
I think
oh yeah, I had that wrong.
Okay. Yeah, it does the weird burning wheel thing where it puts them in the wrong order.
Well, what do you guys think? Will we make this a perception thing or an actual separate skill? Probably in this case, anatomy.
Anatomy is based on perception, so they're very, very similar.
They're very similar.
Yeah,
it's just whether or not I'm opening anatomy or just rolling straight perception.
Sure, like the main thing is what do we think is more appropriate so that we can, set the standards for next time.
Is this something that Desi is going to learn from? I suppose is the question.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe not. So maybe it just doesn't matter. I'm just going to be rolling. Will she learn from this? I think maybe, because I think
you will always learn from it. You'll either get advancement tests for perception or for anatomy. So what do you guys think is more appropriate? Perception or anatomy?
There's...
I'd say anatomy, just because anatomy then becomes more useful. And it seems more fair than just throwing everything into perception.
Yeah, it also makes a bit more sense with the university being a more educated setting than your typical medieval.
I'm good with
that.
Yeah,
I think it should be something specific to medical training. Whether or not there should be 4 separate skills just dealing with helping to heal people, I don't know. That seems like even for Burning Wheel too specific, but maybe I'm wrong.
I don't think so, but no, I'm fine with this. Let me roll anatomy. What's my base ob?
I feel like since this is perception, it's just a tiered thing.
Okay. So I will roll at base 1 and see what I come up with. Yikes. I got 1 success, but I needed at least 2 to count as 1 because I'm...
This guy is sick. Clearly. There's something wrong with him.
How heavy is he? How strong am I? I'm actually pretty decently strong.
I'm pretty sure that he wasn't very heavy. I think he was more of a scrawny fellow.
He might be a lot less heavy now that he's sick.
I think so too. He's been like you noticed that he was pale and like he was looking horrible for the last couple of weeks. So, yeah. He's still a person.
Yeah, all right.
He doesn't.
I'm just deciding whether or not it would be better for me to run downstairs and get help or carry him downstairs and get help. And I feel
that depends. Have you had medical training?
No, not really. Like the
that you
beginnings
probably
of it,
don't know what is best to do.
Like I've started to do some medical training, and I have a little bit of like midwifery skills and
First thing you learn at medical training: don't move somebody.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna run downstairs and go back to the secretary. She's receptionist.
Yes.
Lisa, there's something wrong. We need to get to the medico.
What is that, my dear?
It's Rav. I went to see him, and he's unconscious and barely breathing and all pale.
You're
Oh my God.
unconscious.
Oh. Go up to send someone up to his room. I'm running the medical. I'll be right back.
You okay, girl? Just hold on now. Breathe for a moment. What is going on? Just tell it to me loud and clear.
Rav is hurt. I'll be right back.
Okay. Rav is hurt. She immediately like rings a bell, and like one of the runners of the university. You've got these like these younger kids that deliver messages, and she says, "Calm down, girl. I'm gonna send a runner for the medica, for Master Arwell. You just calm down and tell me the whole story. Let's go upstairs. Let's go to Rav, okay?" And she like takes you upstairs, and you go to Rav, and immediately like she kneels down with him and like checks his pulse, and like looks at his eyes, and yes. Yes, very, very bad indeed. And she feels his skin, and you notice as well, like his skin was stone cold when you were touching him. Like a human shouldn't be that cold, so she immediately like piles blankets on him, and then Master Arwell arrives, and they send you away. Like, do you let them send you away?
Yes, I think I'm gonna go seek out Mathers.
Okay.
This is a development that he would like to know about.
Good
That though.
Does he not know already?
Possibly.
So where will Desi find Mathers at this time of day? Whatever that is.
Yeah, what is this time of day?
Well,
Afternoon, maybe? I don't know.
I think that,
It's morning still.
I think if Lynn isn't using the lab, he might be there. Like, if he hasn't heard about, of any updates with Rav, yeah.
I mean, it only just happened, right?
Yeah.
Although, actually, no, maybe not, because he wouldn't have spread word. It wouldn't necessarily be common knowledge that he even has access to that place. So I don't want to be somewhere where Jesse wouldn't be able to find him. He he's probably on campus, and he's kind of I think he's somewhere outside of Master Alodin's office, just keeping his ears out. Reason being that way back at the beginning of the corner that or semester, there's that thing where Alodin like talked to him, like privately to give him the to set his tuition, and he's still kind of curious about that, whether that was in his favor, whether that was like screwing him back, or what was going on, and maybe he'll catch something that'll be a clue to that.
Okay, so you run into Mathers hanging around outside Master Alodin's office. So what do you say to him?
What What do I say to...
Mathers.
Oh,
When you
sorry,
hang
I got confused for a second. Mathers, you've been... told you of my dream.
You may have mentioned some of those lines.
It's happened. Rav, a bird, and they're taking him to Medico.
Oh, how?
She like she ran across campus to tell you this.
How unfortunate. Could you tell what the problem was?
There's a problem. It was pale. There was a thing. It had bird eyes. It felt wrong, but the bird flew away, and I don't. Worried, Mathers. It was really wrong.
Oh. Well, it would probably be a good idea to pay him a visit, but I don't think you should worry, Desi. I think that everything will turn out just fine. Would you like to come with me?
Mathers is horrible.
What? What do you mean? He's being reassuring.
No. Yes, definitely.
I don't think that you look appropriately bondable.
Oh, thank you. I try.
I expect you.
Yes, I don't expect you to escape, Rav. I expect you to die. Anyway, if you'd like to come with me, you're
Well, you
welcome.
can always
Or
go there and
perhaps,
smuggle him with
perhaps I could pay him a visit, and I'll give you an update. How does that sound?
We should both go. There's... I don't know how to describe it. I want to be there.
Okay. So as we start heading there, yeah, you mentioned that you did have a dream that involved him. What, and there was a raven. What else was going on again?
There was a noise it made, but no, it didn't. There was a man. He had a cloak of silence and a mask of pain. He rode a horse. And the raven was his, and I saw her. She had a face like a woman, but it was pale. Her eyes. Oh, her eyes were wrong. So wrong.
So I wonder if that means that, but you're better at these things than I am. I mean, the conclusion I might come to from eyes being wrong is that this person is perceiving things incorrectly. But from your response, I take it it's.
No, that wasn't the dream.
I'm sorry.
I saw her come into his room, but I wasn't there. It was in the past.
Wait.
I love this. It's confusing.
I understand that it's not a matter of this woman with the wrong eyes perceiving anything incorrectly. It's just a conclusion I might come to if I didn't know better. What exactly do you mean by this? This wasn't the dream. Just that I had misspoken.
It was a dream. There was a dream. There was a man in the dream, and he had a crow. And then I went to see Rav because I saw the crow, and when I went to see him, I saw the woman. She was the crow, or maybe not, but she had a crow's eyes or bird eyes, or she wasn't right.
Oh, so this was entirely separate from the dream. You saw the woman.
I followed the crow because I saw it from the dream. When I went to see Rav, I opened his door and I had a vision. What had happened just before. And there had been a woman and she came in. And then she left and Rav was sick or hurt or something.
Interesting.
Come on,
Well,
let's go see him.
yes. Let's do that.
So where do you go? Do you go to his room or do you go to the Medica?
The Medica, I think. We assume that that's where he's going to be taken.
Sounds reasonable.
Okay. So you find in the Medica, you find that they're still looking at him, and you're not allowed in. But if you wait a couple of hours, you're allowed to see him.
Um,
I'm willing to wait.
Actually, yeah. As soon as I hear that it's going to be that long, I say we should definitely see him, but I think there's no point in just staying here and worrying. Let's let's investigate this your vision. I'm sure that there must be a basis for them. So let's look into it. Perhaps we can help.
I've studied as I know I can, but sure. And I'm gonna lead Mathers back to my cabin.
Okay. If you don't mind, perhaps would you mind us going by his dorm? Let's ask a few people, see if they've seen this woman that you saw.
She's super confused. She thought we were going to explore the dream. But she stops and she's like, oh right, of course. Of course. And we'll let you take her back over to that place.
Okay. And yeah, that's exactly what I want to do is find out is try to find out if anybody else has seen a pale woman with disturbing eyes.
Okay, so you go around, I assume, like knocking on doors, talking to people, or like talking about to people who are sitting around like near the entrance.
I
or
think
something
people who
along
are
those
sitting
lines?
around rather than like knocking on doors.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's see how good you are at that.
All right.
Circles, maybe?
Maybe. You don't really want. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I
guess
mean,
that's
I'm.
for interpretation. I'm fine with you doing circles. If you want to find like people who the right people, like the people with rooms next to him. You can also do something like persuasion to convince them to talk to you about the whole thing. The people that you find. So that's up to you. You can also make it a link test if you
Okay.
like.
Sure. Let's do his first.
Can I help?
Yeah.
Sure.
I imagine you're there.
So could I do like persuasion linked to circles, or would it have to be the other way around?
I think the other way around makes more sense.
All right. So yeah, I'll go ahead and do circles. Okay.
I will help with
Okay.
circles. We both know people at the
Yeah.
university. That's a circle that we share.
It is.
So that's that counts as a modifier of 1. Yes.
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 No, Artha. What's my base obstacle?
That is a very good question. Reference. Page number of important things. Circles. Circles is not in my thing yet because I hadn't written down pages that far because I did it without writing down pages. That's kind of sloppy.
Yeah, you'll be looking for page 380.
380.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so you're looking for somebody with the same occupational life path, so that keeps it at ob 1. Same social class, so still 1. So not specific knowledge. I think you are looking for somebody with specific knowledge. Are you looking for somebody with just vague general knowledge? Or somebody who really knows the fine details of this?
Well, vague general knowledge would be good enough. Would be enough. But if I can
let's
work.
say up to, and then beyond that, you can spend extra
and
successes.
Can I work?
So
can I
3
work
total,
patiently? How long would this take at base? And is working patiently an option?
So working patiently is definitely an option, but I imagine that if you work patiently, people will know that you are asking.
Okay, then.
And might tell you to stop doing.
Then I will not work patiently.
Okay.
Do you want to work carefully, perhaps?
Possibly. It isn't carefully after, or is that, or can either one be before?
Carefully is the one that's before.
Okay.
Then I presume carefully.
Okay, so I'll just roll it. Except I didn't actually set the obstacle, and it was an obstacle 3, right?
Yes, it was up 3. So you have -1 die on that because you didn't find the perfect people. You found people who lived down the hall, maybe, but not like his neighbors weren't there.
Okay. So I think with the persuasion, actually, rather than persuasion. Given that I'm not finding anyone that seems to have any sort of direct knowledge, can I switch to falsehood and just generally plant the idea that there was this strange woman there, and that Desi and I are here out of concern. It's merely out of concern.
I think you can definitely use falsehood to gather knowledge in this case. Planting an idea in people's heads, though, that's gonna have a mighty high difficulty.
Yeah, sadly, Inception is not a skill.
No.
I mean, I can help with falsehood as well. I'm a pretty smooth liar. Plus, we can fork for days.
Yeah. Oh. Crazy.
Everybody's cameras went
black.
Yours
did for me, and I assumed it was on my side, so I refreshed and.
Oh, okay. Well, you went black, and then Hasa went black, and then you went black and came back. Hasa went black and came back. Umber came black and came back, and you went black and came back again.
Yeah, I was told that once you go black, you never go back.
I've heard that.
Clearly
Has
been
not
misinformed.
been my experience.
No.
Oh, we have proven different. So I think. Let's see. What are obstacles? Obstacles. I think this would be an ob 6 if you're also trying to plant the idea in people's mind that there was a lady. If you make the ob 6, however, when other people come to investigate, they'll vaguely remember having seen a lady.
I'll try it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I like that. That's perfect. Let's do it.
Okay.
Don't forget you have the -1 die
Yes.
from circles.
Yeah. Okay. Let's look at forks.
So, was the circles supposed to have been at a higher ob than
Yeah,
what you
yeah.
rolled?
It's
Yes,
supposed to
it
be
was.
ob 3.
It was supposed to be up 3.
Okay, which means that it would have been
Oh, okay.
a difficult
Yeah.
test.
Thank you.
Wouldn't it have been?
I think so, yeah. That
Let me double
sounds
check.
right.
It's important to me because I was helping, and so I get to mark that test.
Let me see the difficulty test. In the meantime, you
There
guys
is
can
a
look at
chart.
forks. Yeah, I'll look up the chart. You guys can look at forks in
Oh,
the
here it
meantime
is.
for the next
Okay.
go.
Difficult 3 to 4. Yep, perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So it was.
I'm thinking as possible forks. Inconspicuous. Persuasion. Actually, maybe just that.
Now, those two sound good to me, and you can also get help from Desi.
I'm helping
All
with
right.
falsehood.
Okay.
So that comes out to a total +2 or +3, and no, +3 and then +1 ob, of course. So it's ob 7.
Okay, so it's the ob going up, not just one less die. Okay.
No,
Yeah,
it's the ob
that's how
going
it
up.
works.
You never get less die in Burning Wheel. Even though I forget that and tell you get a less die, it's not actually true. You never get less die in Burning Wheel. The obstacle just goes up.
Do I want to spend my persona on this? No.
I thought if you're hurt, you could get less dice.
Yeah, I think that's
True,
more or less the only
true.
case.
Okay, and base obstacle is 7. Ooh. Oh, there's a lot of 6s. I will definitely spend some
Cool.
fate.
Brilliant.
4 6s, nice.
We only need 2 of them to
Yeah.
come up successes here.
This
Well,
is
that's
doable.
possible.
Yeah.
But no! No!
Aw.
So close.
Just one. Darn. You hadn't failed that circus test.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get some. You know what? You get some knowledge from them, but they remember you being here. And and trying to convince them something about a lady, like what, like weird. I don't know what he's trying to do, but he's definitely trying to plant rumors here.
Trying to pull something.
Damn it!
And Desi's just crazy, so no.
Yeah, he's also there with the weird lady,
Exactly.
Yeah.
which doesn't help things.
Does not help things. Definitely not. So, yeah, like you get some information. They've seen the Raven here before occasionally. They haven't seen any pale ladies. And this Rav kid was just weird and he kept to himself, but surely he didn't deserve this.
Early.
That's what you get from them.
Yeah. Oh, whoops, wrong thing. Okay. Yeah, the fact that they saw Raven doesn't. I don't think that helps. And this hasn't been going well. But let's go see Rav himself.
Yeah, that probably took up the time that we needed.
Yeah, I imagine if you went around talking to a lot of people, then the time would have
Unless we
passed.
wanted to, Umbra, you had something you wanted to do, we could cut back over to Lynn for a bit.
Let's see it. I was thinking.
Oh yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
Lynn, what have you been doing in the meantime? You would have heard about Rav, and you would have known about him because you were there when he talked to Mathers. You might not know a lot about him though. But you heard he's in the Medica and that things aren't going well with him, and there are like weird rumors that are speaking about some kind of like malfeasance and strange things going on.
Do I know of the like, further relationship between him and Mathers? Like a connection between them?
Well, you've seen him threaten Mathers in the library some point. You don't know, like Mathers was all like pushing it off. It was, I think, the first or the second session.
Right, yeah, I do remember that.
So that's what you know of him, I think. And maybe, maybe you've seen him around the strange silent kid.
Yeah, so I think Lynn makes the connection that this weird kid is first threatening Mathers, so then now he's up with the Medica. I think she connects the dots there. I think she might connect some dots that aren't there. There's some more dots in between.
Very unfortunate.
But she yeah. If there's one thing Lynn's good at, is jumping to conclusions. So she's going to be looking for Mathers to see what exactly is done now. What are you?
Okay. As you're outside, at some point you're just walking across the street, and at some point you notice, like, I don't know, a shadow from the corner of your eye, and then you look at it, and there's nothing there. Just a street, an empty street.
A+ creepy.
It's been one of those weird birds. Yeah, I think she's feeling good after everything that went down with Master Bunway and Sarah. So she's just not going to pay it in mind. Just leave that sort of hanging over her.
Okay.
Make way for. Let's see. I think she thinks that would Mathers be stupid enough to go to the Medica after he went after someone? Yeah, so I think she's going to check there first.
Okay. So I imagine since it took some time for the rumors to spread, that you'd arrive there roughly at the same time Mathers and Desi do to when they come back after a couple of hours.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe we see each other from the opposite ends of the hallway.
Yeah.
We get this gunslinging in the Wild West moment. Stare each other down.
You have this like music, and you see like the
There's like whip cracking in the background.
the bushes like rolling by as the vultures screech in the background.
Although Mathers just looks at Lynn very mildly and gives a smile, but it's sort of a reserved one, like sort of an appropriate smile for someone who is worried but friendly.
Yeah, sort of.
And Lynn trusts that, like, immediately, of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Lynn has no reason to distrust Mathers whatsoever.
Of course not.
Lynn.
So I think she just looks at it. What have you gotten yourself into now, Mathers?
Gotten myself into? I'm not exactly what...
It was in my dream.
I'm...
Are you telling me you had nothing to do with this?
Okay, so I picture
Little
this
casualty.
like Desi comes up and like links her arm with Lynn's and is like, it was in my dream. I told you about this dream. Didn't I tell you about this dream? No, you weren't there. But I dreamed about it, and it happened. And I was worried, but Mathers told me not to worry. As like they're walking along, she's like linked her arm with Lynn, and just like in that like schoolgirl friendly like best friend kind of way, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm very familiar with that.
You've watched enough anime, I'm sure.
Yeah, sure.
Look at your face. Yeah.
Yeah,
Desi starts rambling about her dream now, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I think it's link more with her and just say maybe you shouldn't listen so much to what Mathis has to say. Gets people into trouble.
What? No. Never looking to get people into trouble or to cause trouble. It just happens.
No,
It's
not whatsoever. Lynn does not approve of trouble.
So, yes, Desi had some disturbing visions involving Rav, and now we find him quite ill. Um, Unfortunately, we haven't had an haven't had an update on his condition.
You can go to him now if you want that.
Yes, let's
We should
have a look and see how the poor boy's doing.
It's time.
His time.
Okay. As you enter the room, you see Master Bundia there straightening out the blankets, Rav's blankets, and he gives you this weird look. And Rav there is not conscious. He's lying there very still. He's breathing. He's alive, but he is not in any way awake. And when you talk to one of the students at the Medica, they will tell you that he's in some kind of a coma, and they're not sure if he'll wake up from it.
What a shame!
Yes. What a shame.
I'm really worried about whatever caused this. It wasn't natural or even properly magical. It was something else entirely. It was... Maybe we shouldn't have come. Maybe I should have...
Well,
What do you mean, Bessie? Master Bundia says. Not natural?
Oh, I saw something. I don't know what it means.
Ah, poor dear. Come with me. Let's head to my office in the archives and have a cup of tea. And tell me about what you've seen.
okay. And this is Master Bundia who's there, the librarian, not
Yes.
Is
Yes.
it?
No, not Master
Okay.
Arlo.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Very
Indeed.
interesting. Okay. So yeah.
Do you mind if I?
Does she have reason to distrust Master Bundia?
Well, he gave you a bit of a
think
strange
so.
look when you came in. Whether that's something you want to investigate or not depends on what Desi would think of that. Whether she'd even notice it.
She's very perceptive. I think she would notice it. I want to read a situation.
Can you roll
No,
plus
that's-
your weird?
Yeah. My brain is like Maelstrom. No.
Wrong game, Kelsa. Wrong game.
It is the wrong game. That was the joke. But I do want to... I want to know whether or not I can trust this guy. Can I be like just a second and then go roll the bones to divine whether or not I should trust this guy?
I would normally say no because it's a little improbable, but in this case, you always have your divining bones with you.
I do.
And I guess you can say, sure, I need a toilet break or something. So I can see that happening in this case. Just
Yeah,
because of who
I
Desi
think
is.
she just kind of nods, but there's like definitely some weird shit going on, and she's like very very nervous. So she kind of nods, just like I'll be right along, Master Bundia. Just give me a moment. And then she's gonna go like to probably I guess into the bathroom. Sure, why not? That seems like a good place to do it. And and roll some dice. I feel like this is not astrology per se, but I feel like it would be like omen wise to read the dice.
I think it would be astrology.
Okay, I'll be more than happy to roll astrology then.
Because you're not necessarily reading an omen, you're actually trying to figure out something about someone.
Yeah.
So I think astrology makes more sense.
Yeah, just consulting the stars.
Yeah.
Okay, my star dice. Like that. Astrology.
I just imagine like Desi walking around everywhere, having like a backpack with like star charts sticking out of it and weird like bones hanging onto it and stuff like
Absolutely. Yes.
What do the books say about weird looks from Capricorn?
Exactly. Calling upon the stars to answer a question or determining the auspices of beginning an enterprise. I guess the question, it's a question, can I trust him?
Yeah.
Okay. But I will fork in omen-wise.
Sure.
I don't think anything else would really help me here. So 4, let's go. Alright, I'm gonna spend the Artha on it.
Ah!
Oh.
Dang it!
Yeah. Just picturing this with like a magic.
Don't forget to write down that you fate on astrology.
I will. And that is going to make me better at astrology.
Cool. That's useful.
It is.
How does it feel being a better astrologist?
How does it feel being a better astrologist? It's like one of those moments where she reads the dice and she gets like, instead of getting an impression about him, she just feels like a deeper connection to like the stars and reading them and she's like, oh, it like she rolled the dice to learn about this guy, but instead she learned about the stars themselves. She's like, oh, it makes so much more sense. And totally forgets that she was supposed to be asking about Master Bundia because she's so excited to have learned something about the stars themselves and like the interconnections of fate. And so,
how about Lynn and Mathers? You both seem quite paranoid. Well, what does this Master Bundia giving you a weird look? What does that do with you two?
I think Lynn feels mostly positive about Bundy because of their past interaction. He sided with her in a rather important matter.
And I mean he's this round friendly fellow, right?
Yeah.
So...
Couldn't possibly do anyone else. Like the movement troll of the campus. A big friendly dude.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I what Mathers would probably assume from the weird look is that he has the same suspicions that Lynn seems to be giving off. So.
Yeah, I mean, reasonable.
So I guess I'll ask. I'll just ask him. What? Do you know what happened? Desi mentioned to me that that Rav had fallen ill and that there was some strange pale woman involved, but just that you're here seems maybe just a little bit unusual. Can you what can you tell me about the situation?
No, can't a master be concerned about their students when something happens? I mean, that's not that strange, is it? As for the investigation that is still ongoing, within a couple of weeks we should know more about the situation. We'll definitely go into the depths of this and make sure that no stone isn't turned.
Okay. Can I get some sort of a read from that?
I don't know,
Yeah.
can you?
You roll sense motive.
No, I
it's
know.
I think in this case it's observation that you'd be looking
Okay.
for.
Well, I guess I'll just roll perception.
It's up 3.
It is possible for me to succeed at this.
Technically. Well, I mean, you saw what Lynn did with Sarah
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
beginner's
yeah.
luck tests.
I mean, could happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mathematically possible.
Yes,
Best kind
okay.
of possible.
That was
Then
6.
you can roll 9 dice and get 0 successes. So,
Yeah.
as you said, Umbra, our Jesus gives and our Jesus takes away.
Indeed. It's a fickle god.
Oh, so fickle.
Well,
Those though.
I'm
Here's a 6.
going to re-roll that 6.
Do it.
It needs to be a 6 and then a 4+.
Yeah, because you know,
Mathematically
what is
possible.
Burning Wheel without Burning Fate?
True.
Definitely true.
Nope.
Nope.
5.
Oof.
Close.
Oof. So close.
Okay, a difficult roll.
You don't really get a read on this guy or the situation. Whatever feelings you have, you know, they may or may not be unchanged. You can't tell anything more from this situation.
He's saying
Jesse
these
comes
threatening
in.
things.
And she seems like really happy. And she's like, all right, let's go. I'm ready.
So
Thanks
he
for
takes
waiting.
you back to his room. Do the other two insist on coming along? Or is it just Desi and Master Bundia?
I am not leaving matters alone.
So the question is, does Mathers come along?
I think that I think that he'd be sort of tipping his hand if he. Well, okay. I guess I will offer to Jesse. Would you like me to come along for moral support?
I don't know.
And there,
Master Bundia interjects. Oh no, that's not.
Yeah, I don't
necessary.
think that she would offer like I don't think she would ask. But
oh
if
no,
he
he is
offered
asking
to,
if
yeah.
you know he'd like him to.
Yeah, if he specifically asked, I think she'll shrug and be like, "You like?"
Master Bundia immediately interjects. He's like, "Oh no, that's not necessary. I've got her. I'll you know, I'll help her with whatever she needs."
Of course, I'm sure that I'm sure that the the two of you will get to the bottom of the matter. If you need anything, Desi,
Yes,
and
yes.
Master.
And he like walks out like in the middle of your center.
Okay.
Staring Desi out.
And she just walks out like it's no big deal.
Okay, so when you get to Master Bunya's office, like you.
Oh, sorry. Given that he did like specifically do a brush off, Mathers is. I mean, he wanted to stay at the Medica for a while to just like show concern. But now he has to follow. Like, you know.
You're gonna clearly come along and be
No.
like,
Like at a distance, inconspicuously. Like I have, you know, maybe I happen to be going that way, but hopefully I won't even be noticed to that degree.
Okay.
I think I'll also follow along then. I'll probably
Okay.
come with you, Matters. Oh, it's like, where are you
You're
going?
just following Mathers. It has nothing to do with where he's going.
Okay,
Yeah.
so to not be noticed, Master Bunya, I think is up to.
Yeah, I really don't want to be noticed. I don't need doesn't need to be a check towards the roll. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out some forks. So I guess this is being inconspicuous, but stealthy could be a fork. I think maybe city-wise, because it's, you know, through. Yeah.
Yeah. That works. Like the shortcuts and stuff.
I think that's it.
Seems to be useful wise, city-wise.
Yeah.
It is. If you're playing in the city.
Yeah. For this campaign, I mean.
Well, I'm sure at some point we'll head out into the countryside, but yeah, I saw that wise amongst the list and was like, oh yeah, I'm grabbing that for sure. Okay, obstacle 2.
Yeah, I think.
What?
Yeah.
You are kidding me! No way!
Yeah.
7 dice.
I was going to say. Yeah, I was going to say that I wanted to help with city-wise. If you're going along with me.
If you want, you can still roll the helping dice. I didn't mind.
Since you rolled so quickly,
Yeah,
before
yeah.
you could interject.
Yeah, you really
If we were at a
started
physical
to talk.
table, he could have just threw the
Hey, Brad. Take my help.
Okay, so I'll just roll an extra die for the help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not over there. This one.
Okay.
Okay, so
There
Mathers
Yeah.
isn't seen. The question is Lynn not seen? Are you trying to be inconspicuous, Lynn, or stealthy?
See, I think Lynn might even. I think her helping you there might even be like being a distraction.
Okay,
Like
I
she,
see.
she might even be like showing. Maybe we see the two of them walking down the street, and Bunny is looking back, and I'm just pushing Malice into an alley.
That's perfect. That's
Yeah.
perfect. I love it.
Yeah, so
Master Bundia looks at you and gives you kind of a nervous smile. Do you keep following him all the way to the library?
yeah, I'll keep following.
I see. Like when you reach the library, he turns around and he says, "Lynn, was there anything you'd like to discuss?"
No, I'm just heading my way. I was so strangely interrupted last time we were here. I just need to get some studying in. And we have the big test coming up and all.
Okay. Sure. Stax is over there, and he gestures you to Stax, and
Right. Thank you, Mr. Bradley.
specifically gestures you basically to a different direction than where his office is.
Yeah, I'll go, and I'm probably like looking in the Mother's direction, like where I think he is. It's gonna mouth that. Don't fuck this up.
And I'll mouth back. Thank you.
Lynn and Mathers working together.
Sure.
Well, together in the sense that we're walking away from each other.
sure, but you're cooperating. That's interesting.
Yeah, we're occasionally professional.
Okay. So, yeah, like Desi, when you enter that office, like crossfire, just like question after question. He wants you to describe every detail you know about the situation. Mothers, are you trying to listen in?
I am indeed. Yeah.
Well, maybe this is a great time to take a break.
Yeah,
yes.
Two breaths.
Yes. Let's go ahead and take a little break.